Chapter 3, Module 3, you read about appreciation and depreciation. In this video, I'm going to go over some questions that are going to be very similar to the ones that you're going to see on your test. And I am making this video with the assumption that you have already read Chapter 3. This video is just a supplement. What is the estimated value of a 5-year-old building that will cost $350,000 to replace? The estimated life of this building is 45 years and the land is valued at $75,000. Now, let's see. Keep in mind that you would have read in this chapter that land does not depreciate. Only the building depreciates, and most of the time the land is actually going to appreciate at the same time that the building may be depreciating. So let's start with to replace the building is $350,000 and over 45 years. So let's come up with an annual value of the building. So if we take 350 divided by 45 years, and I'm going to round my answer, I'm going to get $7,778 per year. After 5 years, what will the building cost? So I'm going to take that annual amount and multiply it by the 5 years. So I get $38,890. So if I take my 350, now I subtract my 38,890, and I get 3,011, 110. Then my lot is worth $70,000, so I can add my lot value. I'm sorry, $75,000. I'm going to add my lot value to that. It's going to give me an answer of $386,110, and that's going to be the value of the value of the property, or value of the building after 5 years. The value of a house at the end of 4 years is $355,800, not including the lot. What was the original cost of the house if the depreciation rate is 2.5% per year? So what we do is we've got 4 years, so let's turn our percent into a decimal, which is 0.25 times 4 years gives us 0.10. So if I take 1 minus 0.10, that leaves me with 0.90. So now I take the price of my home, $355,800, divide it by 0.90, and that gives me $395,333. So the original cost, since we're getting to the original cost, is why we're dividing the value. So the original cost is $395,333. The value of a house without the lot at the end of 4 years is $1,332,500. What was the original cost of the house if the yearly rate of depreciation was 2.5%? This is very similar to the previous question. We had 4 years so let's turn this to a decimal. 0.25 times 4 years equals 0.10. 1 minus 0.10 equals 0.90. 1,332,500 divided by 0.90. The original cost was $1,480,556. You paid $20,000 for a lot and then spent $180,000 building a house on it. What is the value of the property at the end of 6 years if the lot appreciates 4% per year and the house depreciates 1% per year? Okay, well, let's start by looking at the 6 years. Okay, the lot appreciates 4% per year. So that is 6 years times 0.04 equals 0.24. So we take our lot, that's 100%, right? It's appreciating. So we take 20,000 times 100% and our 0.24 equals 24,800. And then we say our building depreciates 1% per year. So we have 6 years times 0.01 equals 0.06. 100 or 1 minus 0.06 equals 0.94. Because remember, we're taken away from 100%. So 100% minus 0.06 is 0.94. So now we can take our 0.94 times 180, and that equals 169.2. And we add the lot and the home together to give us 194. If you purchase a piece of real estate for $120,000, what is the value at the end of 8 years if the land appreciates 2% per year and the house depreciates 1% per year? The original cost of the land was 30% of the total purchase price. So let's start with the land. So we've got 120,000 and the land is 30%, 0.30. So that means that the land is worth $36,000. Okay, then it appreciated 2% per year for 8 years. So we can say 0.02 times 8 equals 0.16. And since it appreciated, this was 100% plus another 16%. So we've got to take 36,000 times 1.16. And that means that now the land is worth $41,760. Okay, now let's do the house in a different color. Okay, so the house is going to be 120 times 0.70, because so 100% minus 30% is 70%. So that says the house was worth 84 when we bought it. Okay, then we've got 1% per year for 8 years. So 0.01 times 8 equals 0.08. And we can say 1 minus 0.08 equals 92. So 84,000 times 0.92 equals 77,280. So now we take 41,760 plus 77,280 for a total of 119,040. And that is our answer. Let's get my ink color back. Okay, if a building with a 40-year economic life is being depreciated at a rate of 2.5% per year straight line, what is the depreciated value at the end of 10 years? The original cost of the building was $1,443,800. So let's take our percent, 0.025 times 10 years. That gives us 0.25. So 1 minus 0.25 equals 0.75. So we'll take our value 1,443,800 times 0.75, and that gives us $1,082,850. What did you pay for a property that is worth $1,452,000 at the end of 4 years if it has appreciated 2% per year? Okay, let's see. Four years, 2%. So 4 times 0.02 equals 0.08. But since it appreciated, we need to add 100 to that to give it 1.08. So we can say our 1.08, or let's take our value of our home, 1,452. Now we're going to divide by 1.08. And that gives us, says that we paid $1,344,444 for the property. What is the cost recovery deduction for residential property in the 8th year of ownership if the original cost of improvements was $2,450,000 and the IRS chart permits a tax deduction equal to 3.636% the original cost? Okay, so in the 8th year, 3.36%. So let's turn that into our decimal, which is 0.03636. And we simply want to multiply it by the value of the property. This one's almost so easy that it's tricky. And that gives us an answer of $89,082. You purchased a lot for $25,000 and built a home on it at a cost of $160,000 7 years ago. If the house has depreciated at a rate of 3.636% per year straight line and the lot has appreciated a rate of 2% per year straight line, what is the current value of the property? Again, let's start with a lot. So we've got 7 years, house depreciated, but the lot has appreciated at 2%. So let's say 7 times 0.02 equals 0.14. And our lot was 25,000, and that's at 100%, right? But we want to add to that. So we're going to have our 25,000 times 1.14, which is 28,500. So let's do our house now. Our house depreciated, let's turn that into a decimal, 0.3636 times 7 is 0.25452. So let's say 1 minus 0.25452 equals 0.74548. So that's our amount that we're going to want to multiply by. So we take our house is 160,000 times 0.74548 equals, I'm going to put it way over here so we can have it with our, so 19277. So now we just need to add our numbers together. So we want this number plus this number, and that gives us a total of 147,777. So we're adding this and this. Let's get my ink back to red. What is the current value of a property that you purchased 12 years ago for $170,000 if it has appreciated at 5% per year over the period that you've owned it? So we've got 12 years at 5%. 0.05 times 12 equals 0.60. And this is 100%, right? So we take 170 times 1.60, and that gives us 272. Good luck on your exam, and let me know if you run into any questions.